Welcome back to the channel. Jason from Strike 3 Fishing with Kenny Wilkinson from Wilkie's Guide Service here at Mark Twain Lake, and we're going to do a little crappie fishing report for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this. And Kenny, what have you been seeing out there?
Well, the fish, water temperature yesterday, me and Brandon Spalding went out yesterday, played around a little bit for a couple hours. Water cold, 26 degrees. Had problems with our eyes on our rods, icing up the whole time, and still managed to put 15 nice fish in the boat in a couple hour time. But we had to get in at least 16 feet of water yesterday to find any fish at all, and anywhere from 16 to 30 feet of water, and most of the fish were anywhere from 10 to 14 feet deep.
Okay.
Yesterday they was just kind of spread out all over the place. They was holding pretty tight to the trees. Any trees that had a lot of limbs that come way out. They're either sitting on top of the limb, or they're sitting right underneath the limb. So here lately, they're not doing a lot of chasing. Got to really dead stick them.
You was out with Brandon Spalding, wasn't you? Didn't he outfish you yesterday?
Yeah, he outfished me yesterday with winter gloves on, and he's still making it point to let me know that he outfished me yesterday.
Yeah. Well, Brandon's behind the camera here. You guys can't
rub that in like that.
At least I did it on your boat.
You can't see Brandon, but he's back here behind the camera. He's our cue card guy. So anyway, I think I went out the Sunday after Christmas, and I caught 8 or 9 decent crappie. They were on laydowns, main lake laydowns, 10, 12 foot of water. But like I said, I haven't been out since then. But that day I was pretty much catching them on this 1/8 ounce pill head by Thumper Jigs. You guys can see that orange color, little Bobby Garland 2-inch baby shad, monkey milk, I believe, and then caught a couple on the Thumper Jig Dominator series, white chartreuse, little chartreuse head, little white head. So caught a couple on that. Like I said, 10, 12 foot deep on laydowns, and they were just stacked up. If you guys watched one of my previous videos, seen that last video I put out. So what was you catching them on yesterday?
Yesterday we was running Thumper Jigs Dominator series in this. I'm not clear on the color, but it's a blue and pearl basically. Everybody can see that. Can you see it good on there, Jason?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay. We also yesterday was throwing a pink 1/8 ounce Thumper Jig pill head, and we was using a Bobby Garland 2-inch slab slayer and electric chicken. And we was using JB's Fish Sauce wax worm for scent, and that and the Dominator Thumper Jig. What we was using yesterday did not mess with minnows at all yesterday. Now, been using minnows predominantly this winter, and still been catching fish on laydowns and in the creek channels, the mouths of the coves in the channel, and first trees off the channel. You don't have to go very far back in the pockets right now.
Right.
But and they're varying from day to day. It wasn't a week and a half ago, I think we caught a lot of fish that was only 5 feet deep.
Oh wow.
We caught a lot of, and there's actually white crappie, which generally this time of year, if you get your black crappie real high in the water column like that, but for whatever reason the sun was out, and sun means quite a bit this time of year. It definitely helps still catch them on cloudy days, but it's a little easier whenever they got a little sunshine. All it takes sometimes is 1 degree of the water temperature raising to turn these fish on this lake and make a world of difference. So
Right.
having to do a lot of searching.
Yeah.
Around searching, finding fish that are active. An awful lot of the fish right now aren't very active, so you just got to keep at it, stay on that trolling motor, keep moving around, and find the active fish, and dead sticking them. I mean, they're not wanting to chase, or they're not very active. They're wanting to sit there and look at it for a minute.
Right. You know, there's been a lot of guys going out and catching a few fish last, you know, a couple of weeks. You see on Facebook, on the Mark Twain Anglers Facebook page and stuff. And, you know, if you can get out and brave the cold, I think you can catch a few fish.
I personally like the high to be above 30, 34, 35 degrees if I'm going to run a guide trip. It's just, if it gets below that, it's a nightmare with your eyes freezing up. You can still catch fish. I mean, fish don't care.
Yeah.
You know, they're in that same temperature every day.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of people don't realize that this is a great time of year to fish.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the fish are real healthy. They're real thick. It's a great time of year to fish, and they still bite real good. So
yeah. So you know, you're not going to fight a bunch of traffic out there and all that good stuff. You pretty much got the lake to yourself. Pretty, you know, for
right.
the most part. You know, you're not going to be, you know, spawn hits. You're going to be fighting for banks and everything else to, you know, throw a cork on the bank or however you're going to fish them on the spawn. But this time of year, you know, especially with live scope, you know, you can go out and great tool this time of year, live scope. You know.
no, it's definitely a big help this time of year. Been starting to catch a few fish that's kind of just out there roaming. I don't spend a lot of time on those fish. It's just a lot more work.
Right.
But if you can catch one out there suspended in open water, more than likely he's gonna eat it. So.
Last time I went after Christmas, you know, I had to drop down, like I said, dead stick it. Sometimes you'd let it sit there, and you might drop down 2 or 3 times, and then one would, you know, come up and grab it after you know, you drop down 2 or 3 times, you know. And that was on a, you know, lay down, had a bunch of fish on it, but they're just one. If they eat, they eat. If they don't, they don't.
Extremely huge number of 6, 7-inch fish in this lake right now. It's been a mild winter. They've been eating pretty good. Hopefully by midsummer, those will be what I consider eating fish, be over 9 inches, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely.
If not, by the end of summer, they ought to be. So looks like the future of the lake gonna be pretty good still yet.
Some of the setups we've been using, you know, here at Mark Twain Lake and all through the year, really. Whenever you're single pulling these crappie, I got 20-pound spider wire and Visibraid on, and I got this Jinko Fishing 10-foot jigging rod, Kevin Rogers edition, and this Bano 1 jigging reel. I guess they call them jigging reels.
Yeah, Bano 1 or Bano 2.
Yeah,
I don't remember
B&M,
exactly
so,
which one it is, but
you know,
either one works good.
I like 20-pound. I know you like 20-pound.
20 pounds what I used to.
You know, this is white. I got another pull with high vis yellow. You use some high vis yellow.
I use high vis yellow, yeah.
So, you know, the whole idea is, there's no secret when you're single pulling these crappie, you know, out of these trees, these cedar trees, you want to get them, you want to set the hook, bury it in their head, and get them in the boats, bottom line. So
That's right.
We're not going to.
You don't want to let that fish have the chance to win in its own environment.
No.
You want to get him in the boat.
Right. So, you know, if you haven't checked these Jinko rods out, check them out. They're, you know, they got a great backbone on them. Perfect tool to get those big crappie up out of those trees and into the boat. They say it's hand-to-hand combat. You want to get the fish in the boat. So, you know, especially with live scope now, you know, we're finding these bigger crappie. You know, I mean, you can go out and find bigger crappie.
That's right. The lake's been shining this year. It's been a great year.
So
you can get all this set up at Everhart's Outdoor Store in Clinton, Missouri. I buy all my stuff through Everhart's Outdoor Store, or if it's something they have, I go through the Hobby Hut there in Perry, Missouri. There. If you're going to go fishing with me on a guided trip, this rod right here or a nose arc rod is what you'll be using. If I'm jig fishing and summertime and all that, this is my go-to rod right here. I like to just started using 11-footer. I like the 11-footer. I used 10 for years and just kind of graduated to 11-footer. If I'm minnow fishing, then I like the Ozark Pro Series 10-footer. So you're gonna fish with me. This is the setup that we'll be using. Jason, I appreciate getting the gloves.
no problem, buddy.
And I wish you wouldn't have gave Brandon Spalding a pair.
Why is that?
Because now he said he's really going to outfish me now that he got some gorilla gloves.
There you go. He's going to outfish him.
Thank you, Jason.
We're going to have to make a video on that here one of these days. I'll get in the boat. I'll just video, let these guys go at it on the front deck of the boat and see what happens.
I don't think these people want to see a couple guys out there fishing, getting a fish fight on the front of the boat.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. So.
No, we have fun, that's for sure.
This is just a little fishing report we got from Mark Twain Lake here. Hopefully, you know, it helps you guys out. Like I said, these guys, they've been out a lot more than I have lately. Been refereeing basketball about every night, and hopefully that slows down, and I'll start getting out on the water a little bit more. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video tonight. You know, we just want to kind of help everybody out there if they're going to think about doing some wintertime fishing. You know, if you're interested in a guide trip this winter and you don't want to get your boat out this year, give Kenny Wilkinson a call, and you want to give him your phone number?
My phone number is 573-822-8680, or you can find me on Facebook, either my personal page or Wilkie's Crappie Guide Service on Facebook. I am starting after this coming Saturday. I'll start booking for next year. East Missouri Crappie Club's got their annual meeting the 16th on Saturday at 1:30, right? 1:30 in Paris. And that's when we'll just vote in our tournament dates and stuff like that, so I'll have an idea of what my tournament dates are and my availability around then.
Yeah, so if you're interested in a guide, give Wilkie's Guide Service a call, give Kenny a call, and book your trip, and he'll get you on some fish. Well, if you guys interested in thumper jigs, I'm going to put the phone number right up there. I'm going to put it right there. You'll see it right now. And you know, Van, he does a great job making these jigs, and you know, he's got a few of us on pro staff, and he treats us well. You know, he allows us to use a great tool out there on the water to catch these crappie here on Mark Twain Lake, and not just Mark Twain. I mean, he's getting, you know, Kentucky Lake, Long Branch Lake up here in Macon, Lake of the Ozarks. A lot of guys are using them, so you know, it's all over the country right now. So.
He was just, I was over at his shop yesterday picking up some jigs and talking to him, and he was just sending out a purchase to Canada.
Wow.
They're using them walleye fishing up there in Canada.
Oh yeah.
And I think he has had another order that he is shipping at Lure Parts.
Yeah, he's on lurepartsonline.com. So, you know, you're going to get them from there. Well, I want to thank you guys for watching this video again, and we'll see you on the next one.